Hey guys, Nature here. Keeping us up to date and informed on Hunter and WoW Season of Discovery. Unfortunately, last night I was raiding like you can see here, and there was a huge nerf that came into the Hunter class.
I'm going to make this as quick as possible, guys, because we're still in the race for World First. Quick shout out to the teams that beat us. We have the Alliance side, None of the Above, Resist, Polar, and Guardians all completed the dungeon. On the Horde side, we have Onslaught. Congrats, they're 7 out of 7. And then we have Orenthal and us tied in second place for 5 out of 7. Now, to break down the nerf or change, what Blizzard did is they took Chimera Shot, where it was originally 125% base weapon damage, and they've reduced it to 85%. This is a pretty big nerf overall. However, side note, the stings are not affected by the nerf.
Explosive Shot was our absolute meta. This was the best ability to have in raid, and every hunter was using it. This originally was about 40 to 50 damage per tick, and it's been reduced or nerfed to 18 to 23 damage. Side note, this now is an AoE ability, and it hits enemies within 8 yards. Now, you still might see this come into play in an AoE situation or fight. However, the single target meta that was broken of Explosive Shot is no longer the case, as this does about half of the original value.
As a Hunter player, I know we're all upset. None of us like nerfs or big changes that impact us in a negative way to our class. However, I will say, for the weavers in here, this just makes your weave rotation that much stronger and better than a ranged rotation. Just got a ping on the Discord. We're going to get back in, try to get 7 out of 7 in BFD. We're going to use 2 rotations here. Our turret rotation for when we're standing still. This is going to be auto. Refresh Serpent Sting if it's not up. Chimera Shot, auto. Aim Shot, auto. Chimera, auto multi-shot. When we repeat that, your Chimera Shots are going to keep refreshing your Serpent Sting. Flipping over to the melee weave, this is where you're going to get more damage. And I got an update on how Flanking Strike works when it comes to this rotation. You're going to do your auto. Explosive Shot, Serpent Sting if it's not up, auto, multi-shot, auto. Then we're going to actually go in, despite the tooltip explaining otherwise, we're going to use Raptor Strike first. Then we can immediately queue a Flanking Strike because Flanking Strike doesn't share a global for some reason. We don't want to use Flanking Strike first because that will trigger the auto and we won't be able to Raptor Strike. So it's actually more damage to Raptor Strike immediately followed by a Flanking Strike. This can be macroed together. We can then auto an Explosive Shot as well. To be honest here, with the nerfs of Chimera and Explosive Shot, assuming if Carve, I haven't picked it up yet, but if Carve were to work the same way, we can actually throw Carve in here and we can get a 250% melee attack. I'm going to research this real quick right before we go in. While I was leveling, I didn't have time to grab Carve. So whether that works or not, I don't know. So with the max weave rotation that we covered in the other video, if you haven't seen this, this is a must see. You gotta go click on that in my channel. I gotta admit here, boys, this was a ton of fun while it lasted. Explosive Shot was an amazing ability in the game. It was doing a ton of damage. So this is gonna hit the Hunter class pretty hard. Now, go ahead, give the channel a like and a subscribe. I'm going to keep us up to date with everything coming to Hunter for WoW Season of Discovery. So stay tuned.